In 2022, there are a lot of different note-taking apps available, but Notability and GoodNotes remain the most popular ones. We're here to help you narrow down your app options to find the ones that best suit your needs. In this video, we're looking at the similarities between Notability and GoodNotes that make it tough to decide which app to go for. As this series continues, we'll compare and contrast Notability and GoodNotes, focusing on the features that make each app unique. Hey guys, it's Roxy, back with Paperless X, a channel dedicated to maximizing your time and energy during your digital transformation. Welcome if you're tuning in for the first time. If you want to be notified whenever we upload a new video, make sure you subscribe and enable your notifications. If you're already subscribed, fantastic human, we're delighted to have you back. Before we begin, we thought to answer one of the most frequently asked questions we get. What apps do we use for note-taking? Our team's favorite note-taking app for personal and internal notes is Noteful. In future videos, we'll go over the apps we use and our workflow in greater detail. Notability and GoodNotes are available on the iPhone, iPad, and Mac. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear there are plans to develop Windows or Android versions for either app at this time. If you're in the Apple ecosystem, you can use either app to sync your documents and continue working on them on any device. With Notability's updated pages, it's tough to say which app does page customization better. Both apps have a respectable number of available page sizes and orientations, both portrait and landscape. At first glance, it may appear that Notability has a larger collection of page templates, but it doesn't matter because both applications allow users to import their own templates. More templates are therefore not necessarily an advantage, as you might not even use them. The important thing is that you can use the exact template you want in both applications. Take us, for example. We prefer using our digital notebooks, and both applications make that very easy to do. Though the apps take different approaches to personalize their pen tools, they both provide a superb user experience. Both apps have fountain and ballpoint pens. We personally love the GoodNotes brush pen. For drawing shapes and diagrams, you can use Notability's dashed and dotted pens. Taking notes with them is not very practical though. I can honestly say that I have never put them to any use. GoodNotes pen measurement in millimeters and Notability's set pen sizes are equally functional. Both apps allow you to select unique pen colors by entering a hex code. Notability has a slight edge with its color picker, but it's probably not enough to choose it over GoodNotes. Both apps provide a satisfying handwriting experience with reliable palm rejection. The highlighter in both apps goes behind your ink and has personalization options similar to those for your pen tools. The erasers are pixel and stroke specific and can erase the highlighter only. While GoodNotes only offers 3 different sizes, Notability has 12 sizes for your eraser. Do we really need so many different sizes for an eraser? When you're done using the eraser in GoodNotes, it will automatically deselect, which is a feature you do not have in Notability. The zoom tool is very popular amongst digital note takers, and both these applications have it. In spite of their differences, they share an essential feature: auto advance. With the addition of a percentage zoom display, zooming in both apps will be much better. So we hope to see that. To import scanned documents, you can use either app. In Notability, you can save your scans as images or PDFs, but only as PDFs in GoodNotes. Notability and GoodNotes can both draw regular and irregular shapes, arrows, and curved lines. It's possible to make adjustments to these in either app after you've drawn them. Both apps can autofill your shapes with colors that are different from their borders. However, in GoodNotes, the fill and border of your circular shapes use the same color. The autofill opacity is fixed in both apps and cannot be changed. No matter which app you use, snapping shape strokes is a breeze. When your shape is finished, GoodNotes treats it as a single stroke, but Notability continues to recognize the individual strokes. In the end, it comes down to personal preference. Both are useful in different situations. Notability has a slight edge over GoodNotes. The app lets you adjust your shape borders and can snap them on your basic templates. The app's pink grids make it easier to rearrange items on your page. Notability also has a ruler tool, which we're still trying to learn to appreciate. Both apps have implemented all the fundamentals required for a decent shapes tool in a note-taking app. Their differences, therefore, are not enough to decide on one app. While GoodNotes only allows you to insert one image at a time, Notability can add multiple images at once. For a digital workflow in 2022, GoodNotes' process is too much work. On the other hand, GoodNotes, unlike Notability, allows for freehand cropping of your images. Both apps can rotate and resize your photos. GoodNotes does both at once, whereas Notability can focus on one at a time. Notability can wrap text around your images and add formatted captions. Both functions are unavailable in GoodNotes. However, the app can stretch or shrink your images. Both apps don't have true dark mode, so your pages and ink don't automatically switch when you turn dark mode on or off. They can only change the user interface. Scribble works in both apps, which is cool if you like instant handwriting recognition. Both apps can export your notes as native files that only open in the respective apps. You can also export PDFs and images, but Notability can also export a rich text format. When it comes to sharing notes between different note-taking apps, PDF is the industry standard, so let's zero in on that. Both apps can export selected pages. GoodNotes can export PDFs without your personal notes, which is useful for sharing original copies of PDFs with others. In contrast, Notability can add margins and protect shared PDFs with a password. If your document contains any active hyperlinks, you can export them using either app. We'll fully compare PDF reading in these two apps in a different video. Notability's 5 folder levels are reasonable, though GoodNotes' infinite levels might be preferable. Bookmarking your most frequently used files in both apps is a great time saver. You can also access bookmarked pages and folders from the GoodNotes homepage. The GoodNotes homepage. From the homepage of either app, you can search through all your notes. Your handwritten notes, scanned documents, and PDFs are all searchable. GoodNotes does a better job of organizing your search results. When you know what you're looking for, you can jump right to it. Notability, unlike GoodNotes, can search within individual folders, which is sometimes handy. In contrast to GoodNotes, which only backs up to 3 cloud services, Notability can back up to 5. Those who like Box and WebDAV will probably prefer Notability. Most of us use at least one of the 3 cloud services integrated into GoodNotes, so that won't be a problem for most people. Both apps support backing up in native formats and PDF, but we love GoodNotes because you can save both formats at once. We hope more note-taking apps will start offering that. You can also choose to exclude certain folders and notebooks, which is an option you also don't get in Notability. In both applications, you can sync via iCloud, but Notability keeps track of your different versions for your notes. So you can download these versions, which helps in case something happens to your notes. In both applications, you can move the toolbar to the bottom. To avoid missing out on the remaining 2 parts of this series, be sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you, Fantastic Human, for watching. See you in the next video.